And just like that, we're fresh. But wait, there's more. High quality soap, a nice hot shower. Wash everything twice. If it's worth washing once, it's worth washing twice. I can't stress it enough. I got a losing lotto ticket in my pocket. Congratulations. I fixed the pothole. Well, we lost on the lotto ticket, but maybe we'll win on the cigar. This is a Corona. Some people would say it's a small cigar. I think Corona's a perfect cigar. Most times it's plenty of time what I need. You could say, I guess, better price point. But the main thing is just it's generally better flavor. At what cost, though? Okay, less time. I'll agree with you on that. Robusto or Toro or Gordo or fucking 9x90, Asylum, 40 million, whatever cigar you want to get. Yeah, those are going to be bigger, more time. But most cigars, if I could have it in Corona or Robusto, I'd rather have that. This one I paid about $8, but this price was at a chain cigar shop, which I hate. But I was in the area and they were not on the clearance rack, so that's the full price of this cigar. You should be getting this around $6 in the Corona size at most shops, if they're not gouging them. But in this day and age, a lot of shops are they're fucking everyone. I almost seen ratio-wise, yes, the higher-end cigars over the past few years have gone up, but ratio-wise, the lower-end cigars have gone up more. Meaning, you see $5, $6 cigars are now 10, but $15 cigars are now 20. So they went up maybe 25, 30%. But the cheaper cigars almost went up 100. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're buying a Romeo Reserve Royale for $18.75 or whatever for $13, you're out of your fucking mind. A few years ago, that's a $6.99, $7.50 cigar. I guess I'm not shitting on the Reserve Royale. It's an okay cigar for newbies. You know what I'm saying? If you get it in a smaller size, you'll get a little more out of it. But it's a good beginner cigar. But I'd rather have probably the Macanudo Classic over that. I definitely would. Now, if you get into the stronger Reserve Royales, the better ones with Plasencia or AJ Fernandez for that matter, then things get better. This has a nice oily wrapper to it. It is Connecticut Broadleaf. And I'll tell you what, though, there's only one part about this cigar I hate, and that's the band. But that's okay, because they're saving the customer a lot of money by putting one of the ugliest bands in the world made of just basically loose leaf paper. And that's fine. And then he's got his little Illuminati shit there. Okay, we get it. You want to be in the Illuminati, Nick. Triangle with a circle. There you go. The physical and the spiritual. Trying to master both. You'll lose both. It is what it is. So the real price, you should be getting these around $6. At that price point, it's a phenomenal cigar. It is true Connecticut Broadleaf Maduro, right? Was it Indonesian or Sumatra binder? Or both, Indonesian and Sumatra. And then the fillers was Nicaragua. So look it up. I thought I just did. I mean, I did look it up. I thought I just remembered. But I think I just forgot. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It's kind of got like a almost closed foot, shaggy. So we're just gonna puff on that and see how just the wrapper tastes. Strong and dark off the bat. Just the wrapper though. Still dark, chocolatey. Earth and black pepper. It's classical Connecticut broadleaf shit. Classical. And in this size, I can't stress it enough. There's less room for the smoke. It's going to be more intense. Wow, that's really nice. This might be one of the best budget broadleaf cigars. Wow. That's nice. That's nice. Immense amounts of chocolate, coffee, earth, and black pepper spice. What you expect out of a Connecticut broadleaf cigar. Great smoke output, a stout, medium to full, off the beginning. Now this is the first cigar of the day. Finish is quite long and strong as well, so it's impressive. Now, if you go for this in 6x60, will it be the same experience? I could guarantee it no. Now you might get the same flavor profile, maybe, but it'll be much less intense. I can't stress that enough. The size is the blend. In reality, it's kind of more like the size is the delivery device. Because no matter what, if you go with the Corona or the Gordo, it's the same filler. It's always gonna be the same amount of wrapper binder, right? It's a layer of each. But when you go with the filler, you get more or less filler. Now, is every time are they adding equal amount filler? I don't know. I don't know that. So that's a whole other factor that does changes the blend, not just ratio-wise. Like, is the Corona half as much as filler as the Gordo, or is the Gordo twice as much filler as the Corona? I can't say that for sure. Or is it half of each more, or only more of some kind and less of the other? Do you get what I'm saying though? Because let's just say there's one. Let's say in the filler, let's just say there's 2 different fillers or 3 different fillers, or 3 different primings per se, and one of it's Ligero. Well, if you go bigger with Toro and Gordo with the larger diameters, are they adding more Ligero or not? Are they, just adding more of the cheaper tobacco? Right? And then, so that's all, make it even more weak, besides the diameter getting bigger. So, lots of factors, but the main factor I'm telling you is the cigar is the delivery device. The size is. Because it's not like we just light the cigar and we suck in the smoke from the foot. No. Then I would say that that's not a factor then, the size, the diameter. But we're drawing through the other side, the cap. And that's the diameter. And I can't stress it enough, when you have more room, it's less stressful. You don't feel as much. Can't see the line, can you, Russ? When you have less room, things get constricted. Now, for some people, maybe they like that. They prefer it, more flavor, more strength. Other people, the strength of the cigar might feel abrasive or not in the mood they wanted. This is factors for every cigar. Besides over-humidification, under-humidification, dried out, besides overcooking with a match, or overcooking even worse with a torch, you gotta be mindful. And with a match, I really mean is, be careful. You don't want to be lighting up the whole side. You don't need to be lighting up the wrapper and be cooking the wrapper ahead of time before the binder and filler get to it. So use common sense and be very careful with torches. I would say this is a fantastic cigar. Well, world class, maybe pushing that, but off the bat, I think like a solid 4.1. Heavy, strong, dark, semi-sweet, long finish, quite spicy, 3/4 strength, and almost pushing a little more than 3/4. 3/4 darkness. So it's enjoyable, it's pleasurable, and it's not hard to wallow. The ash is rather flaky, and I'm fine with that. Yeah, it's a nice cigar. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's a box-worthy cigar because the price point's so reasonable. So maybe try it on Corona. If you have to, go to Robusto, but I would try it in the Corona size. This might be a good lunchtime smoke. You get, a nice chocolatey, earthy black pepper cigar, and it won't break your wallet. And you can hand it out to your friends. You can order online. I'm seeing online, I think $5 a piece. That's very reasonable. I thought it was a box of 20 or 25. I don't know, 20 or 25 for like $105, $110. Very reasonable. If you're into Connecticut Broadleaf, true Connecticut Broadleaf Maduro, you're gonna love this cigar. So if you like Liga number 9, 601 Broadleaf Blue. Other than that, cigar, the smoke is quite spicy, and it gets to the nasal cavity as well. I wouldn't say it's ass kicking, but it's got enough strength that it's quite ballsy. Comfortable amount of balls, whatever that means. So here we are into the last third. Not a cigar I'm going to try to grow the ash because of the smaller diameter in nature. Generally, cigars like maybe 48, 49, 50 and above will be growing ash. Who cares, right? The overall experience is positive on this one. Not going to be the smoothest like broadleaf cigar you ever had, but you know the real price should be $5, $5, $6. But it's definitely very enjoyable. It smokes better than the price point. See, price is a factor, but the cigar is a factor. And do they meet at the number compared to the competition? Does it beat the competition at that price, or does it lose the competition at that price? Those are the three factors, right? It's definitely better than cigars at that price. It's not worse than cigars at that price, and it's better generally, I think, at that price than other cigars, $5, $6. At $8 for a Corona at a lounge, I'd have to compare it to all that lounge only, because that lounge is kind of a gouging lounge. I mean, like a basic Hemingway work of arts there were like $14 and change. Hemingway short stories were like 10. So I mean, that's high, even though it's not the same kind of blend. But just to give you an example, so I mean, me paying $8 is on the high side for the cigar, but it is what it is. That's not the true price. So I think it's a good time. I think a 4.1 is fair on this cigar. It's solid, it's enjoyable, it's tasty. A little edgy, a little on the raw side, but you're not gonna get, you know, the best cigar of your life for $5, $6. But you're gonna get a real quality. It is a quality cigar. And for the guys out there that are into aging cigars, and I don't say a long time, but if you let this sit for 6 months or a year, I think even better for this blend. I wouldn't go 5 years, but it is what it is. And it's a cheap investment, you know, at the price point. So with eggs and milk and water and electricity skyrocketing, can you still get some quality sticks under $10? And the answer is yes. And this is what it is. You know, maybe you have something like this during the week, and maybe on Saturday night you splurge, but you can't adjust if you have to. And even if it's not about the money and you have, you know, an exorbitant amount, you still should try the cigar and enjoy it. You know, vary up your palate. This is a great cigar. Definitely enjoyable. I've had it many times. I mean, not more than 10, but way more than once. I've had it. It's been reliable every time I've had it. I can't speak as much as the Shade and I think it's the Corojo version. I'm sorry, or Habano version. And I think I've enjoyed those too. But the Maduro version in this lineup, there's 3, I think, of the Charter Oak, I believe is the best one. The Broadleaf, it's going to say Broadleaf. So get it. Highly recommend it. Definitely box worthy. And for what it is, to get a cigar, or 4 rated, in my opinion, 4.1 out of 5, well under $10. I mean, on the low side, you should be getting this for $5, $6. And you'll get a good almost, you know, maybe an hour, 45, 50 minutes out of this. It's not like it's such a small cigar. You're going to get 10 minutes. It's not a cigarillo. And sometimes it's all you need. It's a Corona. I prefer the Corona size for the most part. Maybe the size Corona has been affected by the coronavirus. You know, I mean, I understand that factor, because if there was a size of cigar called AIDS, before AIDS, so let's say in 1982, you're like, hey, what size is that? Robusto or AIDS? Oh, it's the AIDS cigar. Oh, what size is that? Well, 4 3/4 by 46. Oh, wow, never heard that size. And then AIDS came out, and you're like, I don't like this size anymore. I don't like this. Maybe they should change the size name. I don't know. Maybe they should change it from Corona to, I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. I got nothing else. I wish you well. Smoke your best shit. Stay fresh, 2 showers, eat prunes, drink lots of water. Limit your alcohol. Don't do anything stupid. Don't go to prison. Take it easy.